one of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And the Golden Eagles about to kick it away and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Alabama's offense will have the football first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Horton. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Brownie on the Jets. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Boston College's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Finds his man. It's Franklin. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
They make the stop after the catch, but it'll be first and goal from the 10.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll try to pound their way in. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Got a little space. Keeps it and gets the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QBs, got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
They punt it away on 4th down. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking to pass, it's James. Catch in the middle, it's Franklin. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on that 2nd down. 2nd is short equals blow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As its staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College. Getting set for the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Finds his big tight end. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Cuevas. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Verner's mitts up there catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Firing deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's McDonald. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's James. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Missed fired. On the last play, they'll go back to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Lost to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. They stop him just a leak or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Golden Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's James. With the catch, it's Bond. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll do it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Bond.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go with a direct snap. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's James. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4. 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Franklin. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can...
Touchdown, Bama! They move on top here in the 4th. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking downfield, it's James. Working that left side now. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
To the air on second down. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Those outside linebackers nowadays are so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here we go. Down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Horton.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. With the catch, it's McDonald. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Boston College will try to get it in on a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. On second and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds one. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it. Nobody's panicking ever, really. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at
everyone, this is Desmond Howard, and welcome back to Road to Glory. Before we get started, feel free to look around and customize the RTG settings to your liking. The brand new high school experience has been enabled by default, but this setting, as well as custom conferences, can be modified. Also, this is where you can import a team builder team